What up, everyone? Welcome back to Brant Murphy Garage, and today we are at Capital Raceway out here in Crofton, Maryland. So we do have the old Firebird with us today that we're going to be taking down this track, setting up some, basic preliminary lap times, just to set a baseline for it. I got my beautiful wife with me here today. She's in there drinking some hot chockey in the Jeep. And yeah, so we already passed tech inspection. Got my bracelet. So I think we're going to be heading over to the staging lanes here in a second and getting ready to yeah, take her down the drag strip for the first time since I've owned her. So yeah, let's get her done. All right, first. Ticket. My reaction time sucked, I can tell you that. I'll tell you what, that was fun though. That was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed doing that. I mean, it's not as fast, or it doesn't, pull you back like the Challenger or the Charger did, but you know what? For a 40-year-old car doing a pass like that, I'll take it. Hell, that was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. All right, guys, I'm back over in the parking lot. 16, see if it can focus. Can you see that? 16306. Which is exactly what Pontiac said it would do from the factory. So even after 40 years, it's running 16.3, which is what Pontiac said it would do when it left the floor in 1983. Hell yeah, I'm so excited. So with that one, I just left it in drive and went. On this next run that I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna put it in second and shift from second to third to fourth. The reason I'm gonna do that is second feels like it's shifting into third way before it actually should be, not giving out any more power. So I'm gonna shift it from second to third just to make sure we are getting the entire use out of that gear. And we'll see if we can knock a little bit more time off. I'm really happy with this. The car actually did a burnout. I'm really happy. All right, we'll be back the next time we go for the second pass. Pass number 2 is. All right, so second pass with me manually shifting, 16.08. So we took off about 0.22 seconds. I'm gonna try to see if I can get one more pass in. I mean, there's really no one out here today. I'm gonna try to see if we can get her into the 15-second range. So let's see. So we're actually gonna head home. honestly, I don't think there's much else I can do. I think 16.0 is going to be the best that I can get. So yeah, we're just gonna head out and see. And yeah, when we get home, we'll do a little recap and kind of go over what's going to be happening next, because we got some big things coming here. So yeah, once I get back home, I'll turn the GoPro back on. And we're back home. So just to recap, we did 2 passes on the car today. First pass, we actually ended up getting what Pontiac said the car could do in 1983, which was a 16.306. Pontiac said that this car would, man, why is this so blurry? Hold on a second. Is this better? Can you guys read that better now? Anyway, 16.306. Pontiac said that this car in 1983 would do a 16.3 at 89.4 miles an hour. I did a 16.3 at 84 miles an hour. I'm almost wondering if having a bigger tire on the back has something to do with that. It probably does. I don't know. But on the second pass, we ran a 16.082. So we took off about 0.22 seconds overall. So with that being said, and we have a baseline of what the car can do stock, I think this winter we're going, well, let me just show you. My dad gave me his engine stand. Now I just got to go get a cherry picker. I think we're going to be pulling the motor out of this we're going to be pulling the motor out of the car this winter. Actually, maybe even start the process here in a few weeks. We are coming up on December. Quite frankly, I'd like to get this motor pulled before it gets too cold, because the car is going to have to sit on the side of the house while I'm dissecting the motor in here. So that might be happening here rather soon. We're going to do some upgrades to this 305 to start with, and then we'll move on to a completely different engine once we've had our fun with the built 305. So other than that, I'm just going to go ahead and double check the balance on my throttle bodies, and other than that, I think I'm just going to have fun with the car for a couple of weeks and then probably yank the motor. I did find my first rust hole. It's right here. And as you can tell, the rest of this inner fender well is getting pretty rusty. So while we have the motor out, maybe we will go ahead and are you okay in there? Sorry about that. We had a little little mess happen in the laundry room with the detergent. Anyways, yeah, we got our first rust hole here, so thinking while the engine's out, maybe I'll go ahead and replace this wheel well. Other than that, super happy with how the car ran today. I'm super pleased with the car overall in general. I've always wanted a 3rd gen, and now I have one, and even though it has this crossfire injection, which I don't think is a bad setup, still want to make it faster. So we're going to push the limits to this 305 with the crossfire on it. I'm not going to bore and stroke it. I'm just going to keep it original, because it's the original engine with the car, and I really don't feel like boring the block out. In case I ever do sell this car, I want to sell it with the original motor back in it, and pretty close to what it already is. Also, been doing a lot of research. There's a chance I already have 416 heads on this car. And when we go ahead and we pull the valve covers off, we're going to double check on that. And if I do have 416 heads, what I'm basically going to do is I'm just going to get them ported and polished. I'm going to slap the Renegade intake on it with a nice cam. I've already got a cam picked out, and we're going to regasket everything. And yeah, and then I'm going to get the ham board in a 7747 ECM with a EBL Flash 2, so I can basically tune this thing on my laptop, and I'm not going to have a prom chip. So yeah, I'm excited. Alright, I don't know what the next video on this car is going to be about, or even when I'm going to do anything on it, but stick around. I'm still going to be doing other things. I got a couple of videos on back burner still with my Ram that I'm going to put out. And yeah, other than that, we'll see. Maybe before I pulled the engine, but it seems kind of counterproductive to do. However, it would make YouTube content. Is I have a rebuild kit sitting over there on my desk for these throttle bodies. Maybe we'll go ahead and we'll rebuild the throttle bodies, up the fuel pressure and the timing, and drive the car around for like a week or so with that being done, and see how much of a different feeling you get out of this engine when you do it. I don't know. I'm just rolling with the punches at this point, because I mean I still have to go buy a cherry picker before I can pull the engine out. So we'll see. Stick around. We'll do stuff. I don't know. So thank you all for watching. If you haven't done so already, why don't you go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below on what you think a modified 305 Crossfire will do at the track. We already set the standard with 16.0, but you know, with a hotter cam in it, some ported heads, and that Renegade intake and a nice tune, what do you think she'll do? And if you haven't done so already, why don't you go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the little notification bell right next to it, so every time I put a video out, you'll be one of the first people to see it. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.